Hello, welcome to my Buckwheat Farms Magic Emporium and Ballroom viewers. We're going live here in just a moment on Facebook, and so I want to record this message for you guys as well, and I'll get that up on my YouTube channel shortly. So now we're going live with Let the Evolution Begin. Good afternoon and welcome to Buckwheat Farms Magic Emporium and Ballroom. If you've seen some of my videos from YouTube, you know what we're about. I was watching oh, here we go. We're back. I was watching John Bush speak earlier on let me get this pulled up here so I don't have all that happening again, get distracted here. Watching John Bush speak earlier during the Greater Reset, and I will post a link in the comments section, or you've seen some links that I posted on Facebook already about the Greater Reset. But anyway, I was just in time to hear John talk about the meme warriors, folks like myself who have decided that just spreading memes and that's some great method of debate, and really all we're doing is alienating others. So I've decided to only spread positive memes as far as the memes to try to debate other people's ideas. It's really not productive. And so I was always meditating on that today, and I don't really beat myself up about anything anymore. But I was just kind of like, hey, Mitchell, what's going on with this? And it just came welling up within me. Why do you seek the living among the dead? In other words, that the true believers, those who are holding on to the paradigm that we're in, this paradigm of a debt-based, centralized fiat currency, which is crushing the masses, especially the minority communities, of a centralized, corporatist-based economic system that tries to destroy and abolish any competition from individuals, and a government entity that tries to lockstep everyone into a singular mode to extinguish all autonomy. And for those who are okay with this old paradigm, the new paradigm just doesn't make any sense to them. And so, there's those of us who've been banging our heads against this wall and wondering, why we're all bloody and not getting anywhere. And so my thing though is that the new paradigm is here, and I'm seeing it in the Greater Reset. I'm seeing it in just my life. I'm seeing it in all these things that are going. I'm seeing it in people that I'm meeting that are involved in the permaculture movement, who are involved in the sustainability movement, who are involved in the equity in currencies movement, so that we move away from this fiat currency controlled by a board, that we move to a truly agorist society, that we move into a society of voluntary interactions. New paradigm is here. Behold, old things have passed away. The old things that are passed away are those centralized systems. And the new is coming, so that we're going to replace it with sustainable permaculture, a way of feeding ourselves and our neighbors that's not based on the idea of lack, but based on the concept of abundance, that will move into things like community exchange systems, where all of the value, much like cryptocurrencies and those kind of things, all of the value is in the system itself. And again, I don't want to go too far into this because we will be talking about it in further videos, but that these old things have got to pass away so that the new could come. Life is a constant cycle of death and rebirth and death and rebirth. And so now these seeds of have been sown into the ground and have died, and these old paradigms have done away, and they serve their purpose. They got us here. But now it's time to move into a new paradigm and move away from the industrialized, corporatist, one size fits all to a time of individual autonomy and individual responsibility. And tonight is a powerful time with what, if you're not familiar with Buckwheat Farms, what we're about sustainable permaculture. We're about voluntary agorism, voluntary interactions among people, and we're about the reality of magic, the reality of using your intent to change your world. And so we're moving into a season tonight of real power because of a full moon. The full moon, of course, is a time when we can harness those energies and pull them down. But this is a really powerful full moon, and it's the blood moon, the flower moon. It's also a moon, the full moon coming up in Sagittarius. So there's this really good, great, wonderful, powerful opportunity to move forward in compassion and in a way that will push us into a new paradigm. So tonight, what I will be doing is I will be setting my intent. And my intent, and whatever your intent is, you set your own intent. But my intent, and I hope you can agree with it, is a sustainable world of abundance where we engage in voluntary interactions and that we allow for the understanding, the embrace. We don't reject magic, in other words. We embrace the reality of using our will to transform our world. And I'm asking for those of you who practice to join me tonight, and I'm going to be doing a calling down the moon at 11 p.m. And I'm asking you to join me in that, whatever practice you use. Now, I won't be going live with the calling down the moon because I don't want, whatever I do to influence. I'm a practicing Chayot, which means I do whatever works for me. So I ask you to do whatever works for you, whatever gets your intent across, whatever improves your world, whatever, if it's prayer, if it's meditation, whatever. So I won't be doing that live, but I'm asking you to join me 11 Eastern time. I'll be doing a calling down the moon ceremony and setting our intent of moving into a new paradigm of allowing the old to die and letting go. And that's going to cause some changes in our lives. It's going to cause some disruption because it's no longer a time for us to be keyboard warriors and engage in great memes. I enjoy a good meme as much as the next guy. Some of them are so clever. Some of them are so awesome. But we're not doing anything. We're beating our heads against the wall. So now it's time to just be the change, let's just do it. Let's just do it. So tonight at 11 p.m. The reason, the thing about the moon, and this is one of the powerful things, is that the moon, like the moon reflects the sun. It's symbolic of us in so many ways, in that if we did not have the reflection of us that we see in others, we would not know ourselves. And so just like the sun needs the moon to know itself, we need others to know ourselves. And so again, this is a time of uniting, a time of bonding together. All the forces that work against us, the forces that set up the debt-based system, the forces that set up the corporatist system, the forces that set up the institutions of government are all about dividing, all about separating, all about making us distrust one another and see each other as enemies. We are not enemies. We are brothers and sisters. We are one and the same. We are all one. So I'm asking you to join me tonight at 11 p.m. And we'll call down the moon and we'll bring our intent. The evolution has started. The evolution, not a revolution. No violence, no violence, no violence. Peaceful, peaceful, peaceful transition of this world of lack and debt and disease into a new paradigm where we can walk in health and abundance and peace with one another. I love you. Namaste.